Hey everybody and welcome to my channel, it's Allie. So today's video is going to be all about my current foundation favorite, and I'm super excited to bring you this video because this is a product that I have absolutely been like head over heels in love with for the past 4 months. And for any of you that are watching this and you know me, you know that that is absolutely unheard of. I rarely would use a foundation for longer than like 2 weeks, let alone 4 months. But I came across this foundation about a year ago. I was seeing it blasted all over social media, and I started doing some research on it and finally decided to purchase it like early this year. And I kind of like played with it around, like dabbled with it here and there, and was like, it's whatever. Well, I would say it was probably like mid-March I decided to really bring it back out after just seeing it in my drawer and decided to play with it, and fell head over heels for this foundation, you guys. It is hands down one of the best foundations I have ever found, and I can't wait to share it with you guys and kind of talk to you guys about it. So if you're interested in seeing my current foundation favorite, then please keep watching. And immediately start talking about the foundation. So first things first, this is what it looks like. It is the Elcie Micro Silk Foundation. I am in the shade Natural. It comes in it's 1 fluid ounces, and it comes in this beautiful like glass it's a glass packaging, but also it has a really pretty like little hourglass silhouette that I love. It does come with a pump, which is a huge deal to me. I either need a squeezy tube or a pump. I do not like foundations that I have to dump. It's not sanitary, and I'm just not a fan. Elcie Foundation is actually created in Southern California. Sherman Oaks is actually where it's, I believe it's Sherman Oaks if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Distributed by Elcie Cosmetics, made in Sherman Oaks, California. So it is actually down in the same, vicinity as Lilette's makeup studio. I personally wanted to go to her studio and actually take some classes for the longest time. So hopefully I'll get to do that sometime in the near future, but I think she's an incredible makeup artist. I think the product that she's created is outstanding and deserves all the recognition that it's gotten. She has truly created like the most amazing HD foundation I feel on the market. As a makeup artist, I'm able to test out a lot of different foundations, from like creams to liquids to powders, and only a select few that I love and that are in my kit. Elcie Foundation is definitely going to be one that will be in my kit for the duration. It's beautiful on camera. It's like in video. It's beautiful in photography. It's just, and I mean, it's flawless in person. So this is me wearing it today. I actually have this on as well as my Urban Decay concealer. And the thing I love most is how well products blend on top of it. So another thing for me is not only how well it blends on the skin, but how well other products blend with it. And my concealer blended over it beautifully. I have found that pretty much any product that I put on top or underneath it, Elcie kind of works with everything whether it comes to primers or concealers. It's amazing. I want to just kind of give you guys a little rundown of the claims of this foundation and tell you guys what I think. So first things first, it claims to be lightweight, anti-aging, blendable, long-wearing, water-resistant, mild transfer-resistant, non-comedogenic, paraben-free, vegan, gluten and cruelty-free, and HD coverage. Boom. Okay, so let's talk first things first. Is it lightweight? Absolutely. Is it anti-aging? Not quite sure. I've been using it for about 4 months, but let's be honest, I don't really notice any significant changes in my skin, so there's that for you. Blendable. Absolutely. The most, in my opinion, blendable foundation I've used. I just feel like it absolutely glides over the skin. It is amazing. The formula is truly incredible. Long wearing, 100%. I work in a salon. I work anywhere from 8 to 12-hour days. It just depends. And then I'm also a gym goer. And this foundation holds up in any kind of environment, any kind of weather, anything. From going to the gym and working out and sweating like a beast, to being in a salon with all the chemicals, the water, the heat, the blow dryers, or being in super hot weather, being in cold weather, this foundation is absolutely phenomenal as far as its the longevity of it. Water resistant, yeah. I honestly tell you that there's been times where I've actually gotten in the shower and I'll get out because I'm going to actually wash my face at the sink, and my makeup, you can see my foundation. It's like almost like the water just kind of beads off it. Phenomenal. Mild transfer resistant, yes. So for me, being at the gym, sometimes if I go after work or after a day where I've had like a bunch of stuff that I'm doing and I'm going later at the day, if I'm not coming straight home and like taking off all my makeup, I just go with my makeup on. And as I'm sweating and I'm like taking my towel and like dabbing my face off, there's hardly anything that ever comes off. If there's a day where I'm feeling like, oh, I'm like really hot and I'm feeling really warm, like my face is getting hot, I'll take a tissue sometimes and just pat my face to see, and hardly anything comes off on the tissue. This foundation really is like amazing when it comes to the mild transfer, because I have had so many foundations where you go and you give someone a hug and they're wearing a white shirt and you're like, I'm hoping to God that they don't see that or someone doesn't mention it, because I am going to look like a total creeper that my face just came off on their shirt. So that was a major plus here. Non-comedogenic, I can honestly say I have extremely sensitive skin. I, in the past couple months, have seen a dermatologist, an esthetician. I've been on a heavy-duty, strict skincare regimen because of my skin issues, and this has not once broken me out, folks. Not once. It doesn't clog my pores. I've actually been getting so many comments recently on how beautiful my skin looks without makeup on. And I think it's a combination between the product, like foundation that I'm using, and the skincare products that I'm using, because I never have clogged pores from this. So it is vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, and HD coverage. HD is super important to me, like I said, for a number of reasons. Being on camera, that's a really big deal to me, that my foundation looks nice on camera, but also in person, it still has such a beautiful HD coverage, finished look to it. It always just looks like airbrushed, and that to me is a huge must for my foundations. As far as it being cruelty-free, I'm a huge advocate for anything cruelty-free, so that was just an added bonus. The gluten-free, like I said, and the vegan is not as much of a big deal to me as it may be to some other people, but the cruelty-free is definitely a big thing for me. So as far as all those claims go, you guys know how I feel as far as all of that is. Like I said, truly a phenomenal foundation. It is, in my book, definitely worth all the hype. It's worth the price. The price point I do want to bring up is, when I order online, about $55 with shipping and tax and everything included. And my foundation was here in like a week. So, but I am in Northern California. It does have a bit of a hefty price tag, but at the end of the day, for me, being that I have sensitive skin, this foundation works for me, and I am in no need to switch it up. So I don't mind paying that price tag if I know that the product is going to be, the product is worthy and that it works for my skin. So like I said, I'm not wasting my money on buying 50 other foundations like during the month. I just buy this when I'm out, and that's what works for me. If you guys are in the Southern California area, I do highly recommend going to Namie's if it is anywhere near you guys and checking it out. Seeing if the girls can color match you there. I know that they do have their swatch comparison with MAC online that you can check out. That's how I did it. But to be honest, if you guys are in the area, or you know you can get to Namie's, you know, within like an hour or so, I highly recommend just going and having them color match you. I think it's a lot easier, and then you'd be able to purchase it right there if you wanted. So the only two places though that I have found this are on Elcie Cosmetics or at Namie's. So I will link both of them in the description bar. That way you guys can go check them out. And yeah, I absolutely love it. If you guys haven't already, definitely give it a shot. I think you guys will absolutely love it.